This is day 7 of van life in New Zealand. I woke up and was exhausted, so I actually opened my door and let myself just sleep with the fresh air, which felt so good for about another hour. And then I finally woke up and I was still very sleepy, but I was like, oh, what a morning. And it started to drizzle with the light rain that you still have the sky showing with, and it was just really beautiful. And then a rainbow came, and I was like, oh, what a world, man, what a life. And then I decided to make some breakfast, had a banana with cereal. Shocking. I think we all know by now that I love that. And then my legs were really sore from the hike that I did 2 days ago, so I massaged them. They hurt. And then I just sat and literally watched the clouds go by, probably for at least half an hour minimum. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to get up and go to the beach. Whoa, this is just a mere walk from my campsite. This was Spirits Bay. It's a dock campsite, and it's absolutely incredible at the very north end of New Zealand. I saw this bird carcass, and I just reflected on life and death and all of it for a little bit. Then I decided to get in the water and was humbled by that wave. I was like, oh, okay, this is what I get for trying to be an influencer. And I thought it was hilarious. And then I got back and I took a shower. It felt amazing. Came back, plucked my eyebrows because they were nasty. They needed to be done. Had to go macro bar because I was hungry. Thank you, Mom, for sending me these. Said goodbye to my sweet campsite and cried on the way out because I loved her so much. And then as I was heading out, I cried even more because I passed the logging site and I was just really disappointed. If you're in New Zealand and you're interested in planting trees, head to the link in my bio. There's grant funding available for you. Then I went and I dumped my gray water at this station because I had a bunch of gray water. And then I drove on this gravelly road all the way out to the dunes. And once I got to the sand dunes, I was like, whoa, these are super cool. Does it really make sense for me to go sandboarding? I've gone many times before. I just showered and I'm really clean. My foot hurts because I stepped on something. I decided no. So I headed back, and on the way back, I found these 2 cows that became estranged somehow from the rest of their pack. They were on the other side of the fence. And I was like, are you guys okay? But not really sure what was happening there, but they wanted nothing to do with me. And then I drove all the way up north to Cape Reinga. This was the view on the drive up. It was absolutely stunning. I had to pull over to this little area. Then I had a snack again because I was starving again, so I had more cereal. Shocking. Then I filled up my water because I found a place with fresh drinking water. And then I made my way out. That little sandy patch over there is Bay of Spirits. That's where I spent the night last night. It was incredible just to be able to see it from all the way this far up. And then I made my way over to the lighthouse on the left there. This is Cape Reinga, the very, very north of New Zealand. It's beautiful. And then I was like, okay, where am I staying tonight? And so I found a campsite on 90 Mile Beach, and I decided, yep, this will make sense. I will head down there. So it was about an hour and a half drive, a little bit less, but it figured out to be about that. On the way, I saw some wild horses, and I was like, whoa, hi guys. It was so cool. They're beautiful, and I was so stoked. And then I finally made it to my campsite, and I was like, oh, what a day, a moment of relief. I can breathe and just get ready for the night and go to bed, up until I opened my trunk and I saw that there was dirt everywhere. We're talking on my dishes, on my pots, on my pans, on my silverware, on my water tanks. Everywhere was dirt. So I decided to empty everything out and fully deep clean it. I did learn that this part went up though, which I didn't know prior. So that was pretty nice. And yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna clean all this. And then I was getting attacked by these tiny little bugs and they were driving me nuts. And then a dog came to literally dump right next to me. And I was like, you know what? This is what's happening right now. Of course this would happen. And then I had dinner and I was like, all right. And then I was like, wait a second. I think everything is right in the world because I saw this sunset and I was like, this is just the most beautiful thing, like stunning. So I came back, I finished cleaning up, I put everything away, I brushed my teeth, I got ready for the night, and I was like, you know what? Everything is going to be okay. It always is. And I watched some Netflix and I went to bed, and that was day 7 of van life in New Zealand.